Logan.
Logan.
I want to do an intro.
What is up, my QQ crew?
Oh God, why are you
It's a
using that
good.
still?
It's what do you mean? It's good. It's a good intro. I mean, it's not being
We're
used
just
anymore.
stealing from
It's
old
not.
prank gameplays.
It's not stealing. It's simply.
You literally took
It's
Ethan's
different.
intro before he
It's
rebranded.
Different. It's commentary. It's like when I take. It's when I watch. You know those people that watch TikToks and get paid billions of dollars for it. It's that, except I'm not getting paid for it, and it's not
You know
a
those
TikTok.
videos on TikTok where you take the TikTok and on the right side you add like a cleaning video?
And then
That's what you're doing right now.
You watch the entire 20-second TikTok, and at the end, you're just like, haha, yeah,
You're
that guy
literally
said
a Reddit
yeah.
story with Subway Surfers in the background. That's what you are right now.
No, I'm not. I'm providing
Hey,
my own little
Reddit stories
curve
are
on
good.
it.
Don't come
We are
after them.
questionable quality crew,
I
and
was
welcome
not-
to our podcast. That's a good way of like addressing our fans, which is the crew. We say, "What is up, my QQ crew? What is up,
All
my?"
right, let's get straight to the point.
Jack,
Why
I
the
was
f are you
talking-
watching?
What do
I
you?
wasn't
Hey,
talking shit
whoa!
about Reddit stories.
Let's
I was
be
talking
calm
more
for
shit
a
about
second.
TikTok.
We tune into the questionable quality crew because we are here for questionable quality, and that's exactly
I'm
what
forced to be here.
You're not forced to be here. I can kick you and you'd come back. No,
family is held at gunpoint.
please don't leave. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. Please don't leave.
I am obligated to be here.
There's no contract. We're not paying anybody.
I'm
None of us are getting
contractually
paid.
obligated. Help. Help.
Help, please.
Help! Help!
I want to yell help, but I think that's probably not. My door is open,
It's
so
prob-
that might not be the greatest.
Probably
idea.
problematic.
It would be an experience, though.
Mildly problematic.
So yeah, I have a little bit of a confession to make, by the way. So
You're gay?
on the medical episode,
Yeah.
I'm not gay. On the last medical episode,
It's okay, Gavin.
you are awful. Anyway, so on the medical episode, I pulled up my dentist app and I was about to make a dentist appointment. And I've got a confession to make is I couldn't
You never made
figure
the
out
dentist appointment?
I couldn't figure out how to make a dentist appointment. And I haven't opened the app since. And it's been a week. And I thought about it today at work and I was like, well, I haven't made a dentist appointment. And then you want to know what I got? I got a text message today. And they were like, this is your eye place. You're overdue for an eye exam. And I was like, oh no. another medical thing I have to make an appointment for that I will put off. I don't need my eyes checked. I can see. I've got glasses. I can do what I need with
What
my
if your
eyes.
prescription needs updated?
It don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to know the last time I got a prescription update? I didn't wear those glasses. Those glasses are still in the glasses case right there. You can see them right there in that little cylindrical tube. Those are my glasses I'm supposed to be wearing right now, but I'm not. I'm wearing my old glasses.
Why?
Because I can't see in them. Short story, right? All right.
Huh.
Yep.
Oh, well, man, I don't want to carry this podcast. Thanks for your contribution.
15
So-
minutes
You sound like
before
right
the
now.
podcast.
Shut up,
We
Logan.
should do a podcast. I'll carry the podcast.
Okay, Jack. Fuck, Mary kill the 3 blind mice.
Ooh.
They have names?
Yeah, they're the 3 blind mice. Fuck, Mary
Fuck
kill
the blind one.
the 3 blind
Kill
mice.
the blind one. Marry the blind one.
I like his
Outtakes.
opinion.
God, this is so just one-sided, huh?
You chose the 3 blind mice. What do you want?
Well,
If you're gonna whip out marry, fuck, kill as a last resort, like, make it creative.
what do you mean that is creative? I've never heard that question asked before. There's 3 of them. It's perfect. FMK.
All right.
I've heard
3
you
of
ask
them.
it before.
Yeah, I know, because I've asked specifically you. I'm halfway through Vinland Saga. Logan, how far are you?
I have not
Ooh,
started Vinland Saga.
I just finished it.
Oh, you did? Crazy.
Yeah, I literally just finished it yesterday.
Very nice. The main character's a bitch.
Ooh.
That's about all I'll say.
I haven't watched it yet, so I don't have anything to back this up other than my own personal opinions. You're wrong.
How am I wrong? What do you mean? He just yells the whole time. He's like, wah, wah, wah. That's
You
all I
liked
hear.
My Hero. Deku's one of the worst.
I haven't watched My Hero in like 3 years.
No, so Gavin,
How-
what happened was
How long has
after
it been out?
It's been out since like 2018. I watched it in high school.
How long ago was that?
I haven't watched an episode of My Hero since freshman year before COVID.
we're on season 7, so it's been at least 7 years.
Ooh, I'm up to date with that one too.
Damn, it's been 7
No,
years.
so Gavin, I finished Blue Lock, and then I started watching an anime that my uncle recommended me.
Oh boy.
And if you know anything about my uncle's anime recommendations, it is weird as fuck.
I do know. What did he recommend you?
Have you heard of Welcome to the NHK?
No.
No.
Oh my lord.
Welcome.
I've heard of it, but I'm unfamiliar.
Welcome to the
I haven't gotten
NHK.
super far into it, but it's about this guy who's like a shut-in NEET.
2002. Keep
Yeah,
going.
it's old. And this random girl tries to help him become not a NEET. And one of the first plot points is like, "Oh, I'm not a NEET. I stay inside because I create." Right? And he fucking with the help of his next door neighbor attempts to make a porn game in a month to prove he's not a NEET.
To
That's
prove? What is that
prove he's not a
proving?
Because he's creating, and that's why he's inside all the time.
But you're still inside and not talking to anybody, right? Even if you talk to one person, I think you'd still qualify as a NEET.
Yeah, but you have to realize it's his lot. He's been a NEET for 3 years. He's barely left his house unless he needs to for 3 years.
Does he have
And
a-
in
is he-
his brain, the way to prove that he's not a NEET is to make a porn game.
Is he unemployed?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's a part. Actual
Being
needs
employed
don't
would
work.
require going outside.
I mean, to an extent, sometimes. You can get a remote job.
It's
these
2002. There's less remote
days.
jobs.
That's right. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
2002. That
Absolutely.
shit's not existing. yet.
Yeah. You are correct.
There was literally a plot point in the anime where his neighbor had to come over and fully like fix his computer because he downloaded too much porn. And to make room for more files, he deleted computer files.
How do you overload your computer with porn? It doesn't take up
I
that
don't
much
know.
space, does it? Unless you're downloading like 4K video, right?
Well, okay.
No, they were pictures.
2002.
I suppose.
How many megabytes was that hard drive?
100.
Hold on, let me
Less than a gigabyte.
let me go find the episode right now and see how much.
Give me like 10 minutes and I could fill
Does he
well
say how
over
much?
a gigabyte.
on
Why
my
do I need to sign in?
on my way to screenshot r/hentai.
Hey, it counts.
Hold on,
It's
I have
not
to sign in.
cheating if it's efficient.
Well, in the meantime, I finished Cowboy Bebop finally, so I'm
Let's go.
I'm finished with Cowboy Bebop, and it was more entertaining than Jujutsu Kaisen for me.
I still
Yeah.
can't believe you found season 2 boring.
I don't know what to tell you. I just got
Ooh, you
bored.
thought
Well,
season 2 is boring.
I just
That's crazy.
got bored. I
How
don't know.
invested were you in the characters and the story?
I mean, I watched the whole thing. How much is that? Is that
No.
How
How
many-
invested were you in the characters and their stories?
I just watched the anime and I was like, this is Jujutsu Kaisen. It's pretty similar to other stuff I've watched that is also Shonen Jump. And I think I was more invested in Dr. Stone than I was in Jujutsu Kaisen. Because I think Jujutsu Kaisen was what I watched after. Well, no. I watched Dr. Stone and then I watched Mashal and then I think I watched I watched Mashal, and then I watched Jujutsu Kaisen, and then I watched Shangri-La Frontier. So I think
Shangri-La Frontier is really good.
yeah, I
Yeah,
like.
I haven't got into that one.
I mean,
I would highly recommend it.
It's not my favorite, but
Wah, wah, wah.
I feel like I have the shittiest anime takes.
Ooh, Jobless Reincarnation's a pretty good one.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it
Mushoku Tensei.
it it's like it's an isekai, but it's
Oh.
insane.
I'm trying to get caught up on just like some older stuff, some
Wait a
smaller
minute.
stuff.
Jobless Reincarnation, is that Devil is a part-timer?
No,
No, those are two different things. Okay, I'm blanking then.
yeah, no. Jobless Reincarnation is pretty much about this like blonde kid named Rudius.
Ah,
It's wild though. There's
I've seen season 1, I think.
Tristan recommended it to me, and I told him, I'm like, I like this anime. I wonder, what's it called? Isekais. Goes straight into like a harem. I'm all like, yeah, I understand why now.
Yeah. It's like
Just-
good. It's just some of it isn't as good, you know? Like
That's fair.
parts of it were a bit much for me personally.
Oh,
Yeah, I found
definitely.
the number. It was 120 gigs.
That's not a lot.
It was 2002.
It was 2002. You're correct. I have much
1
more than 100
hour.
gigs on my computer right now.
On your computer? Do
What
people actually store porn on their computers?
Wyatt does? Sorry, Wyatt. Sorry for
That's
throwing you under the
wild.
bus right now, but
We've talked about it
Jesus.
on the podcast.
he's not
I think.
here. I don't think we have. He's got at least one pictures on his computer.
I bet I could find at least one picture somewhere.
I could not find one
I
picture
don't
on my
have
computer.
any on my computer.
I do not either.
Dog, if I look through my entire file system with some of the more interesting
all of yours
things
is
that
just
I've
on-
downloaded throughout
Like,
the time I've
Jack,
had
all of
this
yours
thing.
is just on Twitch.
why put it on your computer?
Twitch. Oh, I didn't put it there. It just got packaged
You
among
could-
other things.
You could put it on your phone for an
yeah, the
infinite
phone is the
reason.
Giga Chad move.
You could
The
put
phone is the way to go.
so many pictures on this bad boy.
I'm just saying, I bet I could find at least one in one of the things that I have downloaded from the internet at a point in time.
What is? I don't even know what. I don't think I even have something that is the closest thing on my computer.
I have. Where do I share a picture that would be the closest? It is completely safe for work.
I don't.
Here,
have,
let me.
I don't really have anything.
let me
If
Send
we're
it-
talking like in the pictures folder, I don't think I have
Let me
a single
let me
fucking
send
thing.
let me send it to questionable quality. Hold on.
Send it to the hub.
Oh, I can show you what the closest thing I have is.
Send it to the hub.
To the hub.
Yeah.
Where's the hub?
Questionable hub.
Like this is.
Ah,
I feel like this is the closest thing I really have.
This is the closest
And
thing I
it's
have.
That is insane. Editor, can we put this
closest
up on
thing I
screen?
have.
Can we put this on screen? I'm saving this. Is that Ethan in the maid costume?
Hey, don't judge the spank bank.
Are you feeling alive? He says.
Are you
I-
feeling alive?
Would it surprise you, Kevin, if I told you I found that Kevin James picture on Pinterest?
No.
Not at all.
It's I literally saw the Toji one that I'm currently using, and then that one.
Do gifts count?
Yeah, probably.
Do you have a
Okay.
porn gift saved?
No,
But
it's not porn. It's
No,
not
but-
porn.
it's not exactly.
However-
Does this count?
All right, it's about on par with that.
For our audio listeners, Logan just posted a gif of Snorlax shaking his ass, like the Among Us gif shaking its ass. Except it's Snorlax. Jack, that's definitely softcore.
How?
What do you mean how? Is the entire is you look me dead in the eyes and tell me that's not supposed to trigger some horniness in people? What
I feel
other
like
purpose?
that's more of a youth.
What
if that
other
fully
purpose
clothed
does that
woman
serve?
makes you horny?
That happens to people. People do that. People are like, "Oh yes, I love normal people in clothes."
Here, hold on. I found something.
It's a maid
horny.
outfit.
I'm not gonna debate this topic. That's not at all, Logan.
Alright, let me look through my actual gifs on Discord real quick.
Logan posted a gif of somebody petting Big Floppa really fast. That's right after a Nico cat in the maid costume doing the
Oh yeah,
hip
I
swaying,
found something.
the hip swing.
This
gif.
is softcore.
What? That is so lesser softcore than the
Nah.
previous gif you posted.
Nah.
That is just a maid person winking.
That's a MILF.
Jack,
The Hollow Live
Jack, the fact that you
MILF.
find that more attractive than the other gif that you posted is insane to me. Are you serious? You're serious? You find that more
Hold on,
attractive than the other thing?
Significantly.
I found the
most attractive gif.
Not the
Oh,
me
hell
when
yeah.
gif. The me when gif strikes again.
Oh, I found the ultimate one, Logan.
I feel like I get this one every
Oh,
time.
that's the wrong one, but enjoy that still.
This is the me when I got. I got the red shirt me when. The red shirt striped me when.
Alright,
Let me print screen
this
real quick.
one, arguably better than any of the other ones I've posted. Alright?
I don't like where this is going. What? Huh?
You wouldn't
That's
understand.
just a scene from the anime.
I don't remember this scene from
Exactly.
the anime. I don't.
That is
I
so
remember
much
that scene.
looter than anything else I've posted.
I don't remember. What's his name? Toshi no.
Go show that.
Nanami?
Nanami. I don't remember Nanami
Nanami.
grabbing this twink by that ponytail.
I do.
I do
What?
not.
It was like one of the biggest scenes in season 2.
Kevin, you want to
Exactly.
see?
I got
You want to see
bored.
something that'll make you real horny?
I knew you were gonna post some dumb shit. It's a boxer
Like,
in
this
a
is
in
the
a mask.
scene right before then. Like, they didn't have to go that crazy on the animation, but they did.
I do not remember this whatsoever.
What?
Every
Bro, you-
female
Yeah,
friend
the
that I've had that has
raccoon.
watched that anime, we immediately start talking about that scene.
For our audio listeners, I'm sorry.
Like, they... Audio
It's-
listeners,
I'm
watch this one.
shitposting.
We're
For
posting
For our
some heat.
audio listeners, it's Nanami. For our video listeners, I'm sorry. I'm not putting all of these on screen. I'm sorry.
I have
They
the
can't
ultimate
be.
horny
They can't
gif.
be upset. They can't be upset by the ones I'm posting.
Okay, this is
I'll catch you
peak.
guys later.
Have a good
All
night.
right. Have a good
Hey,
night.
Have a good
boys.
night.
This
On my way
is
to post
peak.
Floppa. Everybody in the comments, can we give it up for Sheepinator for sticking with us for however long this was? 20 minutes.
Give it up to Floppa, everybody.
Can we get a 5-star on Spotify for Sheepinator?
Can we get what's that word? Sponsored by Floppa?
I don't think we can get sponsored by Floppa. I'm gonna be real.
You
I
know
want-
the best
I want
option
sponsored
that
by
I
Big
have in
Floppa.
my gifts?
What?
You
What about
remember
your gifts?
Merry Christmas Man?
What? No, I don't remember Merry Christmas, man.
Do you wanna?
I don't
Oh,
know,
I know
what that
exactly.
means.
No, I don't want to see it.
Please.
Who is Merry Christmas Man?
Glad you asked.
Ah, it's what you didn't have to delete it. That wasn't
I deleted it.
so for our audio
He deleted
listeners.
it.
It's this Asian man who always he looks hard at the camera. Not looks hard. That's a terrible word to
He
use.
looks hard.
He looks at the camera and he makes
He
like
is
the
kinda hard.
he makes like the mewing face kind of at camera before mewing was popular, and then he like rapidly pulls like a piece of cloth off of something, and then he like looks like like he looks like I did that. I just did that. And in this one he's got what teacups and stuff on his man boobs and his crotch, and then he pulls a silk tablecloth off of himself, and then underneath reveals a piece of paper that says Merry Christmas on it. We don't have video listeners, do we?
We don't have video.
We don't. I can put video on. I don't want to put video on, but I can put video on.
The fuck is this?
Well,
Oh,
Logan,
no, that's
Logan, I like the
what?
one. I like the one of of the Blood Man transforming into the cat.
Hey, it's Choso.
I like the one
Get
of
his name right.
I like the one of Joso transforming into the cat. Screaming.
Choso, not Joso.
Whatever. You know I didn't ask.
Jojo turns into a cat.
His name is Joso.
Don't
name
you
is
dare
Jojo.
disrespect Choso.
Choso,
sorry.
nah, we're talking Jojo.
We thought we about a Jojo. Brr, 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 brr.
I think Choso's cooler than JoJo.
Well, you do you, man. You
That take would
do
get a lot of
you.
people to yell at me because I never got into JoJo.
I was gonna say, you can't really say it's better than Jojo, because which Jojo?
There's only one joke. Well, I suppose
False.
it's not.
There's a different one in every single part.
Yeah, I suppose.
I watched part 1, did not enjoy. I watched half of part 2 and stopped watching.
No. I have nothing more to say, just I'll take.
I'm sorry I didn't enjoy it. Do you know what other anime I didn't enjoy that a lot of people enjoyed, especially yourself, Jack? Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer is pretty good. The animation, the story is whatever, but the animation,
I heard
pretty
the
crap.
animation kind of carried the anime.
it did. It absolutely, like, people watched it just for the animation.
That makes me want to watch it
I
less.
love this one.
Whoop whoop. For those, for our audio listeners and for our video listeners, because I'm not putting it up on screen, Jack just posted a gibbon spinning around very rapidly on a chair, like a spinning chair.
We monkeys.
It's fantastic, by the way. Can we get off of the video gag or the visual gags? Because I don't want to. I don't want to have to put these on the podcast.
Post more monkey gifs.
Guys, we're like, we've got to be towards the end of season 2 at this point. I'm terribly sorry
Can
about
we at
all
James
of this.
and see if he gets on?
I
James is
don't.
probably asleep right now.
He could be asleep. He's probably.
He said he
asleep.
was gonna come home, drink, and play League.
That was much early in the day. I also say things like that, and then it ends up being very the opposite. I'm surprised we're on right now. It's 11:34 p.m. I've had a lot to drink.
Yeah.
Jack's had a lot to drink. It's surprising we're up right now and doing a podcast.
I've had nothing to
I kind of
drink.
had to twist all of the fingers off of everybody in this call to start a podcast.
That's not true. I never was against starting the podcast.
Well, you were never for starting the podcast, were you?
Well, I didn't want to start it and have
How about
Jack...
you 40s nuts on your forehead?
Okay. Well, do you guys want to actually start a topic, or do you just want to just talk about anime? I'm down to talk about
I'm
anime.
down to just anime and shitpost still.
I don't
That's
even.
so little.
I have
brain
nothing
power
to talk
involved.
about anime. I have such the shittiest takes and the worst opinions.
Hey, I'm agreeing to talking about anime. Dog, I don't. It's been weeks since I watched a show.
I'm halfway through season 1 of Vinland Saga. I just finished Cowboy Bebop finally, and I lost interest in Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, what more is it? What more is there to talk about?
Have you guys seen the trend on TikTok where it's like a picture and it's like name this domain expansion?
No,
No.
I fucking love that.
my TikTok and
It's the
shorts
fucking
feed's
English or.
terrible.
Oh wait, I lied. I have seen that. Not the English or Spanish, but I've seen a couple of the name this domain ones. And they
Yeah,
went
it's a
fucking
slideshow and it's
crazy.
like name this domain expansion and then you slide over and it's a picture and you go
It's
to the
like
comments and
hardest
just read
thing you've
people's
ever
comments.
seen.
Yeah, I fucking love those.
Can you give us an example?
No, he's let him cook.
You want me to give an example? Hold on.
Please, if possible.
I'll have to send a link because the one I have where it's like actually voiced, you can't download.
Can you just describe it for most of our listeners and tuning inners, our audio listeners?
It's hard to describe the pictures because they're not simple pictures.
What is the picture of, though? Is it like of a Jujutsu Kaisen?
No, so it's like they might be like AI generated. I have no clue. Some of these might be like real, some of them might be. I will send in the Discord right now
Okay.
an example of one of the pictures.
Okay.
Because it's not a Jujutsu Kaisen character. It's like an actual like full on fucking Like something you could turn into your phone background or a poster on the wall or some shit.
And we're
I don't know how to describe it.
if we're declaring these domain expansion. Is that like an Elden Ring screenshot? What is that?
I don't know,
It's like
but that's one of them.
It's like a dark knight fighting a light knight with what?
Uh,
What does this have
I've
to do
seen
with
the one
Jujutsu
from
Kaisen?
Berserk. The one that's the one from Berserk goes pretty crazy.
Huh.
Let's see, what's the most viewed one from this guy? This one.
I think I'm too out of touch with everything. I don't get it.
It'll be.
And this one I really liked. I'm gonna send.
POV Chris Broad.
What? Who is Chris Broad?
What kind of stupid fucking question is that?
What do you mean? What kind of stupid fucking name is that? Who is
How do you
Chris
not know
Broad?
who Chris Broad is?
Why would I
sent-
know who
I
Chris
sent
Broad
one.
is? I clearly I don't know who is Chris Broad. Don't shake your head. Tell me. Tell me.
No.
Oh, you don't know who Chris Broad is. You don't deserve to know who Chris Broad is. But I'm gonna judge you for not knowing who Chris Broad is, and then I'm gonna not tell you who Chris Broad is. All right, buddy.
Precisely.
Okay, buddy.
Look up
Alright.
Chris Broad. There's no way you've never seen. He's been on Trash Taste.
Tell me who it. I don't watch Trash Taste. Where existence shatters like rays of light, dancing through prism, casting dreams in flight. Domain expansion, prismatic fracture. So this is actually creative. This is not
Yeah.
just a stupid ass meme.
No, it's like people like they show a
Stupid
picture
ass, man.
and people in the comments are making like Shakespeare ass domain expansions.
I see. So it was just a picture of some.
What
ink
did you
blots.
not? Did you expect it to be a shitty meme because I liked it?
No, I just expected it to be brain rot because it's a Jujutsu Kaisen meme. Am I so wrong to think that?
Are you calling English or Spanish brain rot?
Yeah, 100%.
Because that was one of my favorite memes. Hence why my Discord status is still domain expansion English or Spanish.
Definitely calling that brain rot.
What about domain expansion Taco Bell aftermath?
It's funny. I think that's funny. Like the first time I saw it, I gave a good chuckle. I also give a good chuckle when I saw the first, when it's like the 4-panel meme and it's like people in movies walking away from explosions and then it's just some guy walking out of a Taco Bell bathroom. I gave a good chuckle when I saw that for the first time. But then after that, I was like, I've seen this before. I don't have to laugh. It's not funny. I've already seen this. That's my take on that. Anyway, how do you keep this on topic? Do we swap topics or what?
I mean, we can keep talking about anime.
I got nothing to talk about. I got nothing.
What is your guys' favorite anime that you've seen?
I don't even know what all the animes I've seen are.
Out of the ones you can remember.
I mean, I've read all of what I can physically purchase of Kaiju number 8, and I enjoy that. I know that it's not like the greatest, and I know that volume 10 is the latest physical volume that you can purchase, but I know you can read the volumes online. I don't want to read the volumes online because I don't want to read on my phone or my computer because I feel stupid doing that. But I have all 10 available volumes of Kaiju number 8, and I enjoy it. But out of the animes I've watched, shoot, I don't even know what my favorite would be.
Jack, will you please watch the TikTok I just sent?
I liked Mashal. It was just kind of fun. I think overall, so far out of what I've watched, at least recently, Cowboy Bebop was awesome. And Dr. Stone was very nice to watch. But I think Dr. Stone was kind of like at a point in my life where I just kind of needed something to do. And Dr. Stone was there, and I was like, yes. I watched the entire season in like 3 days. Or the entire first season. And then it took me like a week to watch the entire second season. And then I finished Dr. Stone.
It's not that hard. I feel like if all you do is work and watch anime, it's not that hard to finish an entire season in
Right.
like 2
That's
or 3
true.
days.
Yeah, I bet.
Because literally that's what I did with Blue Lock. I went to work and watched Blue Lock and finished it in like 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, I I started Vinland Saga. When did I start Vinland Saga? Monday. Monday, I think. It's Friday right now, and I watched like 4 episodes or 5 episodes the first day, and then I've watched like 1 episode pretty much since. Well, no, that's not wrong. That's not right at all because I'm on episode 13 next. I watched a couple at work. I finished
Wow.
episode 12 today. So I don't know, I averaged maybe 2 episodes a day, I guess. It's not my favorite, and I'm just kind of watching it so that I can finish it right now, and I'm expecting it to get to a point where it's like kind of interesting. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but it's also like I'm watching it in subbed. So I have to spend my entire time that I watch it reading it, and I dislike that because I don't want to have to use 100% of my brain reading the subtitles and trying to figure out everything about the anime. So
I prefer to watch in dub, but watching sub I will 100% do.
I'll do it if it's like the only option because Vinland Saga is only available dubbed on Netflix, and I don't have Netflix, so I'm not gonna buy Netflix just to watch it in dub. So I'll watch 48 episodes of Vinland Saga in sub because I hear it's good, so I'm gonna watch it. So I'll be cultured for once, I guess, and watch it in sub.
Woo!
But it's weird watching it in sub because I know that they quote unquote speak English, but it's still not in English, which is weird. So I don't know what language they're supposed to be speaking. I don't know what language they are actually speaking, but it's not English. So I was kind of expecting them to be like, oh, like having an actual sentence in English, which is that does not happen so far. So because there's a time where one of the dudes speaks to a queen or he speaks to a king or a prince or something, and then the guy responded with, "Oh, your English is surprisingly good, but you still have a thick accent." It's like I didn't hear a single English word out of all of that, so that doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know what language he was supposed to be speaking. Maybe it was French. Maybe it was French. There's French people in the show, so I don't get it.
What about you,
Yar.
Jack?
Hmm.
What's your favorite that you've watched recently?
Uno momento. Let me go through my watch list.
Kitty.
I need to remember what I even watched recently.
Oh.
Ooh.
While he thinks about that, I'm gonna watch Steins Gate next. I hear that's good.
There's a lot of really good ones.
I have an anime that I watched. It was enjoyable, but it's weird. Not
Yeah.
in like the lewd weird way. I want to clarify.
Okay.
It's called
Sure, JS.
Classroom of the Elite.
I've heard of it.
Yep.
Basically, the main character just tries to manipulate everyone the entire time because he's just smarter than them, and he sees them as trash and pawns.
Interesting.
Literally, there was a scene where he was helping a character, and his inner monologue is like, "Yeah, I'll help you, so I can be there when you break, or I can be the one who breaks you."
Superiority
very-
complex much?
Yeah, no, he has a superiority
Does he
complex.
ever get humbled, or is he always just actually better?
He has not been humbled that I know of.
Interesting.
The only time he's lost is because of outside interference. Basically, to try and not spoil it, in the later part of the game, they're like a head-to-head match, him and the other like top person, and an outside force interferes, forcing him to lose. I will not say why, because it's like a spoil. Well, I guess unless you guys care.
I don't. We can put a spoiler warning.
A spoiler warning for Classroom of the Elite. Basically, bro's like a science experiment from his dad. He literally grew up in a lab his entire life.
Womp womp.
And he broke out of the lab just to go to school. I don't know if it was to like try. I think bro said to like try and experience a normal life, but I think he also wanted to just see how much smarter than everybody else he was. And him and this like top person were going head to head in a chess match. But it was like online because it was weird because it was like they were the person. There was two people actually playing the chess match, and then him and the other person were guiding the moves of the people playing chess. So the people who were actually playing weren't. They played a little bit at the beginning, but towards the end they took over. And basically, people who worked for his dad hacked into the chess game to make him lose. Because whoever lost the game was supposed to get expelled. But he had a thing to prevent him from being expelled because he had enough class points or whatever. It's kind of stupid.
You lost me. You
Watch the show.
You lost me like halfway through.
But literally the
spoiler
entire
warning.
show, bro just tries to manipulate the entire cast of characters.
Interesting.
And he acts like he's this like... And literally for the entire first season, he acts like he's this middle of the pack, nothing special about him character. He literally gets like 50 on every test.
Out of? Oh, 50%.
100. Yeah. He just gets like 50% on every test.
So he's a
Everything.
failure.
No, he's pretending to be
Why would-
dumb
What a waste.
because he doesn't want people to know how smart he actually is.
Bit of a loser, innit?
Well,
He probably is. He's just a teenager with a superiority complex because he's smarter than everybody else.
what else is new? Jack, do you think of what your favorite thing is right now?
I have a few.
Okay, go for it.
It's hard because I like them all for different reasons.
Well, just say a couple. You have the floor. The floor is yours.
So the big three are the three that I actually watched recently. I am kind of only watching things that I genuinely would think would be one of my favorites and like really piques my interest. Everything else is kind of... But one that was really good. Obviously Kaiju number 8's really good. That's kind of a no-brainer. That was pretty peak.
It
But if
gets
you've
better.
heard of
It only gets better.
Viral Hit... So what?
That sounds familiar.
I have not heard a viral hit.
I would highly recommend it. It's hard to watch at points just because of like the cringe. Like it's so cringy and embarrassing, like secondhand embarrassment cringe. But then it's also absolute fucking peak. I would highly recommend. It's only 12 episodes.
Both the males and females have bowl cuts. What is
What?
up with that? The males and the females in this have bowl cuts.
No.
Yeah, that guy's got a bowl cut. That guy's got a bowl cut. This guy's got a bowl cut. That girl's got a bowl cut.
Not every haircut is a bowl cut. A
Yeah,
bowl cut's a
huh.
very specific cut. They all have shorter
It
hair.
Why is there
all looks like
chicken?
a bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, why is there a
There's-
chicken?
Watch it and find out.
Spoiler
I'm not
warning.
explaining
Why
it.
is there a chicken?
It's in the first episode, I think.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, I just found it and watched it on a whim, and I was like, damn, I can't put it down. It's just that good. I would recommend it.
Put the chicken down.
Two that are really good that I have not been watching are Nokotan and the Russian one.
The Russian one? What is the
I've
Russian
seen
one?
clips of the Russian one and it looks weird. I'm gonna be honest.
Nah, Wincest Wednesday.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
You can't say you've seen clips of the show
No.
and not know about that.
I am not.
That is an
I've literally
ongoing
only
meme
I've
with
seen
the show.
I've seen like 3 clips on TikTok and that's it.
All right, expound then. What about him?
You're the expert
Literally
here.
literally every clip has just been the two talking, and then she says something in Russian, and he gets embarrassed because he understands what she's saying. That's every clip. What every clip I've seen has been.
What?
Okay, so you haven't seen the other. Okay.
Yeah, so I have
there's
no
two
clue.
main characters. The Russian childhood friend or whatever, or the Russian girl that's his friend, and then his sister. Little sister, but I think technically little stepsister.
Oh, okay. So everything's okay because they're step
Well, they
siblings.
needed it to be legal.
They're not blood related.
Me, 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 me.
They're more childhood friends than actual siblings, I think.
Oh, so it's okay.
I've only seen like an episode of it, but I've seen everyone going, "When's Wednesday?" Yeah.
Oh my god, that's insane.
But I'm waiting for both of them. They're at 8
Oh.
episodes. Only 4 more left until I can just watch all 12 in a day.
Right. You do you, buddy.
You have
I'm
fun with your
patient.
Wincest Wednesday.
Okay, it's genuinely a good show other than that one meme. But
How do you know you
he
haven't
is the
seen
best
it?
character, let's be honest. Hey, I can judge it off of 1 or 2 episodes.
He says, they talked about Winces Wednesday. I'm kind of invested.
I'm not
It's
invested
pretty funny,
because of it.
guys. It's pretty funny.
I'm not invested because
Okay,
So
now that
I
we've
started
talked about
watching
anime,
this
we've
anime.
watched that we enjoyed. What's an anime that you watched and then looked back and it's like, God, that was dog shit.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Whoa!
No,
You're gonna call
I don't
Jujutsu
think
Kaisen
it's
dog shit?
dog
Yo.
shit. I don't think it's dog. I don't think I've watched it. I don't think I've watched an anime that I would call dog shit.
Alright, let me filter by
There's
I also don't watch
There's
that
one
much.
that came
Should
to
I
mind
watch?
immediately, and I watched it because everyone was talking about it, and I watched the first season, and I was like, I don't understand the hype.
Season 1 of
And it
Solo
was
Leveling was kind of boring. Because it's all just build up.
okay.
I'll take, but alright.
Okay,
No, the
listen, I'm 3 volumes in to Solo Leveling. And season 1 of what they covered in Solo Leveling is boring as fuck. Half of it, he doesn't even have shit that's going on for him.
Disagree.
Listen, Gavin, you found part 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 boring.
Okay, but you've
Of
got
course,
to
you're gonna find
admit,
Solo Leveling
you've
boring.
got to admit
That's
the first half of Solo Leveling was just some bozo who's got nothing going for him for
I
half
wouldn't
the
say it's
season.
boring,
Half
though.
the
It's
season.
character building.
He's got nothing going on for him, and then all of a sudden he just starts dying rapidly, and then it's like, oh no, he's dying a
It's
lot,
2 episodes.
and then it's like, oh,
It's
he
called
gets,
character development.
and then he dies, except he doesn't die,
Okay,
and now
I
he's got
suppose it's
powers.
different. That's the whole point of the first season, though, is it's the build up to where he
Yeah, and that's why the
where the
first
story
season
actually
is ass.
starts.
You isn't
No,
your season
that's an L
isn't
take.
season 1 supposed to start like wrapping in your people? Like you don't want to. If you are presenting
No.
something to like Shark Tank and you have season 1 of Solo Leveling and it's like, but I
Thinking about it in
promise,
terms of Shark
but I
Tank.
promise the latter half of it is awesome. They're gonna look at season 1, they're gonna be like, this is the most boring bullshit. And he spends so much time talking about the levels. He spends so much time talking about his stats and building it up, and then
So
his
let me
and
ask
his
you something,
failures.
What do you want out of season 1?
I don't fucking know. I just thought season 1 was boring because I know what's
I've
coming
seen
later.
way worse animes than season 1
Here's
of
the
Solo
thing:
Leveling.
you can't judge season 1 like you judge a normal anime because it's being adapted from a webtoon where there's already hundreds and hundreds of chapters
This is
written
true.
for it. That is the target audience. They literally, I think they went through almost every single detail in every volume, every chapter, and animated exactly that.
This is true.
Or almost exactly that.
Counterpoint.
So that first 12 episodes is the first X amount of chapters of the webtoon, which is why it did so well, because they actually built up every single part. We got to see all of it animated. That's where the hype came from. And that was the target audience.
I understand. Counterpoint. I have only listened / read to one other manga, and I do not watch anime, apart from very few at this point in my life. So I I have very low standards, and it did not hit my very low standard.
See, Gavin, I feel like you say you have low standards,
I'm also
but
very
you're
easy to
also.
please.
I don't know.
Mm,
I don't know at this point.
it depends.
I'm very
I
easy to
think you
please.
just
I'm
aren't
very easily
into
to
that.
entertaining.
I don't think you're into that kind of anime because it's not meant to be a super fast-paced, actiony. Like it's mainly story building.
I enjoyed
That is the
listening.
primary point.
I really enjoyed listening to the audiobook of it though. Cuz it kind of went through the whole thing. But also I didn't just like sit down and listen to the audiobook cuz I was working while I was listening to the audiobook. So it was kind of like it was just kind of nice to listen to, and it was like slow enough where I could like really dive into everything. You know, because it wasn't like if Shangri-La was read to me, like there would be just so much going on. I wouldn't be able to keep up, and I'd be like, I cannot listen to an audiobook of Shangri-La Frontier, where I can listen to an audiobook of Solo Leveling because they go into
I
every
guess.
single excruciating detail, which give or take, I mean, I guess I like, so I listened to a bunch of Skara and Peter Park's podcast, Fake Fans, and they do talk about Solo Leveling, so I know what they talk about, and they're just like, it's very slow, it can be boring, because they break down every single aspect of like a quote unquote MMO, and I feel like I agree with them where they talk about they spend too much time talking about the stats, whereas Shangri-La doesn't. Shangri-La focuses on the actual game, whereas Solo Leveling talks about how he's actually leveling up every single skill point that he ever obtains and how he uses it.
Is that not how the webcomic approached it?
I didn't read the webcomic. I listened to the audiobook.
Is that not how the audiobook approached it?
No, it is.
That's the thing, though.
Like I
That's what it was
wouldn't.
supposed to be as far as adaptation goes. It was supposed to be damn near, if not 1-to-1, same exact pacing, which is why people loved it.
I get
Because
it.
normally shows do this all the time. Everyone hates it. They skip a bunch of parts just to keep like the juiciest part of the story, but then you lose a lot of the value of those high parts of the story because there is no character building. They'll skip out on a lot of character building, world building, just anything that's not entertaining enough for them to animate. That's like that kind of ruins a lot of animes that could have been really good because they have such a lack of depth to them.
And then on the absolute opposite side of the spectrum, we have Kaiju number 8, which Jack, you said moves way too fast. But I really enjoy Kaiju number 8 because it moves so fast.
I wish it would have been slower, honestly.
I think it went at a perfectly normal speed. But I'm also not super invested in all of these characters' side stories and their entire life behind the scenes, which they do go into, and they go into it in like a little bit of
Eventually.
a, well, they do. It's like they go into Iharu's like side story and like how he kind of got into wanting to be in the defense force and whatnot. And they go into, I don't think they really go into Reno
They don't really go
Ichikawa's
into anyone
story.
else's.
They hit it a little bit, but it's like super short. So it's like you kind of get a little bit invested, but then it goes right back to the main story. So I like that because it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't like waste time really.
I want more story.
See, Gavin, I can't be
get
wrong,
invested.
but I feel like this is where my brain goes with the comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Is I know you're not a huge fan of story games a lot of the time, and a lot of the time you kind of like skip the story.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like solo leveling for you is a story-based game.
It is.
And
It pretty
Kaiju
much
number
is.
8 is you playing a story-based game, skipping all of the story.
That's true. Well, it's like because with solo leveling is you spend there's so much time spent in solo leveling that is the main character Sinwoo I can't remember anyway. Jinwoo Song talking about, "Oh, I'm going to spend I just got 5 strength points." And he spends like 10 minutes talking about, I got 5 skill points and I want to go straight into a strength build. So I'm going to put all these into strength build. But I should put these into like agility or something else to also go into this. And it's like it's so much detail. And I feel like it can be excruciating at points.
I don't know. I enjoyed watching season 1 of Solo Leveling because
Yeah.
of the detail they went into.
I understand it.
I'm
I
kinda
totally understand it.
opposite on.
And
I think they went into a good amount, like the right amount of detail on everything, because most animes just skip over that part,
Like-
and you never get to hear about it.
I liked listening to it, but watching it, I feel like it was just too long. I feel like they spent too much time talking about it to have an actual show. Because if you only have like 25 minutes for an animated show, I feel like you want to spend most of that time with actual substance rather than just this guy monologuing to himself.
Well, I guess that would depend. What do you consider actual substance?
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Because animation, like anime, isn't just animation, action, fight scenes, like high impact frames, stuff like that.
Kevin, have you ever
There
watched
are
The Slice of
some-
Life?
I was just gonna
No,
mention, like,
I
there
don't
are
think-
some slice of life.
I don't think I
style
could ever
animes that-
watch a slice of life. I think I would find it just so boring.
Honestly, one of my favorites is A Slice of Life. It's Clanad and Clanad After Story. The very good story, very, very, very sad.
It's really hard to beat a good slice of life now that I think about it. A lot of the shows that I have watched lately have been slice of life-esque. Okay, one trend I do want to note on, Isekai is starting to move more away from the whole generic overpowered fantasy bullshit and more towards a slice of life style of show. Like the big one, over the last year, all of the good isekais have just been living a more relatively normal life and just having a slice of life in another world, basically. And those are the ones that are actually good, genuinely good shows. It's not all the same generic plot, like basically carbon copy characters with soulless eyes, no personality. Like it's not
I got
copy-paste.
reincarnated in this world to save it from this evil doer.
I love the slice of life versions. One I would highly recommend, two actually. One is called Chillin' in Another World with level 2 super cheat powers, and it touches on his powers like a couple times, and then it just becomes a slice of life, and it's pretty great. Like a slice of life rom-com. Same with this one. This one I would highly, highly recommend. I thoroughly enjoyed almost every single episode. Of both seasons, there's 2 seasons. But banished from the hero's party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. So again, it's kind of a power... It's not really a power fantasy, it's just some guy that's OP with a level head that just kind of wants to hang out and just live his own life and just run a little shop in a little town. And it just becomes a slice of life. And I love this weird niche thing that's just come out of nowhere. Thank God it's popular, and we're getting some actual good content from it, because it's a hell of a lot better than the other bullshit that's come out lately.
I feel like I'm.
But sometimes they do it wrong. Like a playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life. I would recommend it. It's a good watch. I thoroughly enjoyed the first 11 episodes. However, episode 12 is one of the biggest dog shit letdowns of an ending I have ever seen, and it ruins almost the entire show because of how hard bro fumbles absolutely everything the first 11 episodes worked up to make. Like I guess spoiler alert, but not really. I'm just saving you a day's worth of your life. He basically, in 12 episodes, he gets to the end. He wins. Like, he's good to go. He's set for life. Here's his new life. And then he just throws everything away and fucking leaves. And that's the end. He just abandons everyone, everything, and leaves. What kind of fucking bullshit is that? Let's build 11 episodes of actual moderately decent story for an isekai, actual good characters, and then just fucking erase the slate at the end and call it a story. Because we don't know how to write an actual ending, so we're just gonna make them leave. Like, damn, you could have just stuck with the fucking ending that was right in front of you.
I want to cut in because I want to say the one that was the I don't want to say a letdown, but people hyped it up, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because I got interrupted earlier. Sorry. But when it first came out, there was an anime that I kept seeing people talk about. And I'm like, this sounds like it's dog shit, but I'll check it out. And it was fucking Rent a Girlfriend.
God.
I kept hearing people talk about it, so I'm like, fine, I'll watch it. I don't even remember if I finished season 1.
I didn't.
I was like, this is so dog shit. Why do people watch this?
I genuinely, I don't.
If I remember
fucking
correctly,
get it.
bro was just a cuck the whole time.
Yeah, he was just paying to be cucked. That's the story. And I guess that's super relatable to a massive amount of the population, 'cause they all seem to love it. But it's like, damn, if y'all want to get cucked that hard, it makes sense why OnlyFans is so fucking popular. That's my hot take. Rent a Girlfriend definitely had a significant hand in the oversaturation of OnlyFans-esque things in life.
God, I hated Rent a Girlfriend.
It's shit. I don't care. I don't care if you love Chizuru. I don't care if you love Sumi or whatever the other one's name is. They're shit characters. The entire show sucks ass. Watch something good. If you're gonna watch something on that level, at least watch Girlfriend.
There's
It's
2
got better
seasons?
music, and it's actually pretty decent. It's more entertaining, and the guy's not that big of a cuck.
Looking at it, I can definitely tell you I did not watch. There's 24 episodes in the first season. There's no way I watched a full season of this.
I think I made it to like 7 and just thought it was a waste of time. Which, back when I was watching almost every anime that came out every season, that one stuck out enough as it was releasing that I decided to give up on it.
Okay,
That's
so
how
I'm
bad
looking.
it was.
Why does
Oh my
every
God.
single every single episode has girlfriend in title?
Yeah, that sounds
That's
about right.
impressive.
Rent a
Oh.
Girlfriend, ex-girlfriend and girlfriend, beach and girlfriend, friend and girlfriend, hot springs and girlfriend, girlfriend and girlfriend, provisional girlfriend and girlfriend, Christmas and girlfriend, lies and girlfriend,
Come on.
friends girlfriend, truth and girlfriend, confession and girlfriend, dream and girlfriend, the usual girlfriend, the return of the girlfriend, night and girlfriend, birthday and girlfriend, booze and girlfriend, ex and girlfriend, youth and girlfriend, kiss and girlfriend, ring and
Huh?
girlfriend, guide and girlfriend,
Back up. Did you
girlfriend and me,
Did you say piss or kiss?
kiss.
Ah, boo.
Piss?
It's not.
And then that was all season
piss.
1. If you go to season 2, there's 12 more episodes of home
Please, for the
cooking and
love of
girlfriend,
God.
girlfriend
You
next
could
door,
stop. You
expert
could
and girlfriend,
stop.
D-Day,
D-Day!
D-Day,
What?
The one episode
D-Day.
that doesn't have girlfriend in the title.
Alright,
D-Day.
keep
No, it's
going.
D-Day and girl.
Why? Oh
Me taking my
God.
girlfriend to revisit D-Day.
Oh, don't worry. The last episode of season 12, episode 12 of season 2 is ideal girlfriend and girlfriend.
Oh my God. What is that? What? What is? Don't worry about that one. I feel like I need to consume more anime to have an actually decent take, because I just have shit takes.
Gabriel-
What is the
Dropout.
synopsis of D-Day and girlfriend?
I.
That's the
Oh,
shortest.
Logan. I'm gonna.
It's like 2 sentences. It doesn't say anything about D-Day.
What? There's no. What do you mean? There's no details about D-Day and girlfriend in D-Day.
No, it's D-Day and girlfriend, not
What-
girlfriend and D-Day.
Whatever.
Get it right.
Well, I'm
What were you
sorry.
gonna say, Jack?
Uh,
What did you send me?
ha 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 ha.
Oh, what is
Peak.
this?
Peak.
Why is it rated mature, Jack?
It's peak.
Exchanging normal Discord DMs.
It is kind of normal on Discord. Let's be real here. If you
Mm.
don't send your friends hentai, what are you doing?
I think I've
Jack,
only.
I read.
It's not.
read.
It's not hentai. It's just like
Jack, I read the first sentence.
Arrow-esque. What's the first sentence? Oh yeah, that no, that
is
pretty much
thrilled
sums
to
it
be
up.
reunited with. Are these the same people? Akiko is thrilled to be reunited with Akito, the handsome older brother she hasn't seen in years.
Ayo.
Jack, what the fuck did you send me?
Who?
In
Keep
fact,
reading.
she might be a little too excited.
All right, keep reading. Eventually, it'll get to the actual plot.
No, there's no actual plot.
There is actual
You
plot.
keep
I
lying
think
to
Big
there's
yourself.
actual
brother
plot.
complex?
All right, hold on. Let me read the description.
Jack, episode 4 is just titled Naked.
There's no
Yeah, it
defending
is.
any of this. Oh, it's a normal thing, guys.
Listen,
No.
Jack's the one who sent this to me.
Yeah, right.
Unfortunately, she and Akito won't be living alone.
Oh,
Three
no!
other women will also be there.
Oh, that's just that.
Why are they specifically from the student council?
Why
I don't
like
fucking know.
what like?
Hey, there's worse options. I will send you worse options if you ask. Oh, nah, I'm gonna send you a better one.
Swear to God, if you send me Irigame Sensei, I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, that is a good one, but no,
That's
this is
not
even
a good
better.
one.
I almost sent this to the main Discord.
God, what are you gonna force me to look?
Oh, that's not the link.
Jack, I know it based off of the name, that's how much you've talked about it.
Hey, it's a good one. It's okay. It's a choose your own adventure book.
Oh,
It's brother sister.
choose your own adventure isekai.
Only one ending. There's 3 others: childhood friend, neighbor, and student council president. There are options,
I'm
and there's at least 3 episodes of each.
I'm just gonna put my hand on my forehead. In a face palm.
If you're a Chad, you watch episodes
In a
10, 11, and 12.
face palming fashion.
Why is that?
Watch them and find out.
Nope.
And you
I
guys.
hate that I found this show because of a meme on fucking iFunny.
Oh God,
And-
funny.
And you
And
guys.
then I watched it. And yeah, it's not at all what I didn't have any expectations, and somehow it blew that way the fuck out of the water.
And you guys wondered how we'd be able to get a podcast out of this. It's been over an hour, I'll have you know.
Yeah, well, we started talking about hentai and anime.
Oh, the good shit.
They're good shit. Oh, school days.
You guys want to wrap it up or what?
No, we haven't even breached the surface yet.
What? The surface?
Hey, we're only on Crunchy. This is only Crunchyroll.
Oh, of course.
We haven't even gone elsewhere.
Well, you guys can do a special if you want.
We haven't started talking about Domestic Girlfriend,
What?
World's End Harem.
I don't want to be a part of this.
What are some other bangers?
You could talk about this in a special, in your own episode, where it's just you, the two of you.
Where Gavin doesn't have to be here.
I do not want to be here for that.
No, you're learning some shit.
I don't need to learn.
Why the hell are you here?
I'm
Teach
not
is a great
retaining.
one.
What?
Now you're interested.
No, I'm not
Milf
interested.
Paradise.
Not
Milf
interested.
Paradise.
Not interested. Not my deal. Well, let's end the episode. If you guys want to keep going, you guys can start your own.
All right, Logan.
you
Time
guys
to start a hentai podcast.
you can put this shit. You can put this stuff on questionable quality. It doesn't matter to me. You can.
Testament of a New
add this
Sister
on your-
Devil.
as your
or
own
Sister
stuff.
New Devil was kind of mid.
I think we should end it out.
It's
If you-
okay. It's a more fetishized version of High School DxD.
You
That's
are-
my hot take.
Terrible. Anyway, I appreciate everybody for the two people that have made it to the very end of this podcast.
I appreciate everybody for dealing with Jack.
If
Hey,
you
we
want to
still have
listen to,
so much other shit.
if you want to listen to more of this, do leave a review.
Watch Yosuga no Sora.
And
Oh no!
I
Don't
think-
watch Yosuga no Sora.
I think you can comment on these on Spotify. Otherwise, comment on our YouTube. They go up on both.
At least we didn't bring
Subscribe
up
to our
Redo of a healer.
subscribe to Questionable Quality on YouTube. Download our videos and our podcast on Spotify. We appreciate every single one of the ears that are on these weird ass podcasts. So, if you guys have nothing else, I'm gonna hit stop recording right now.
If you want an actual recommendation, watch Goblin Slayer. That one's pretty good, and I think it just got a new season.
Isn't that a video game?
Goblin Slayer?
Yeah. Oh, Goblin
Right.
Cleanup. I'm thinking of Goblin Cleanup.
Fuck.
It's a demo.
Watch-
It's that
watch-
Logan wanted to play.
If you guys haven't seen it, watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I haven't
Ooh.
seen it.
One you should watch that I would highly recommend, Darwin's Game, was such a good show. I believe that's the one.
Who's
yeah, that's
Darwin
the
and
one I'm
what's his
thinking of.
game?
What's his game?
You should watch it. It genuinely, it is really good. I should watch it again. I fucking wish they made a season 2. This deserved a season 2. I don't know why it
Your
didn't
mom
get
deserved
one.
a season 2.
Yeah.
That's oddly wholesome. A season 2 is basically just a second life.
That's what grandchildren are for.
Fuck that.
Oh,
Every parent lives life through their children.
This is true.
I ain't raising shit but money.
What about an animal?
Okay, animals are different. I like them.
Logan, your raccoons cannot live out your mother's promises.
Okay.
I didn't ask.
Okay, if I have enough money.
What do you
time-
mean he can't? He can eat grapes just like a normal human.
Can they eat
He
grapes?
sits in his booster seat.
They love grapes, Jack. Where have you been?
Well, is it safe for them to eat?
Yeah, they love
Yes.
that shit.
Half the
Okay.
videos on the internet of them eating are eating grapes.
They eat them whole. They shove the
you
whole
sound
grape
you say
in
that
their
like it's
mouth.
weird.
It is weird. A little raccoon eating
We
the
eat
whole
grapes
grape.
whole.
Yeah, we're
We don't.
we're much larger than
What
raccoons.
do you mean we don't, bitch? Do you eat it? Do you
We
bite a
chew
grape in
them.
half?
You still put
yeah,
it
I
all.
bite that bitch in half.
You put it all in
I
your
bite
mouth.
it in one piece, eat the piece, and then bite the other piece. Or, as soon as it enters my mouth, I bite it in half immediately.
Yeah, raccoons put the whole thing in their mouth too.
Yeah, well,
Gavin's
they're gonna
not-
choke and die. That's
No,
give 'em
Gavin's not-
half.
No, Gavin's not saying they swallow it whole. He means they put it in their mouth whole and then chew on it,
Hmm
which is not weird.
No, that's normal. That's how everything eats. Isn't it?
You're agreeing with me.
No, I thought you
Yeah,
meant they just,
raccoons
like,
put the whole thing in their mouth.
slap
No,
that
they
much and then-
don't.
No,
I thought you meant like they just eat the thing whole. Just
What?
Jack
well,
thought you meant they ate it like a
straight
snake.
swallow
They
it.
eat the whole grape. They
Yeah,
put
but
the
they
whole
chew,
they put the whole grape in their mouth, and the rest is history.
and then they chew it like normal animals, and then
Uh-huh.
swallow it like
Mhm.
normal animals.
Yeah, this is correct.
So what's the issue?
You're the issue. You're causing the issue.
You're the one
I don't
judging the
understand.
raccoons.
How there's an issue here?
What? I
just
I said that that raccoons eat a whole grape, and you said there's no way those raccoons are eating the whole grape.
That was the most Noah-sounding thing ever.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Listen back to the podcast. All right, I'm ending this.
Yeah, in 2 years from now.
Exactly. We haven't even uploaded episode 1 yet. Oh my lord, this is a disaster.
Listen, I'm not the one with the episodes. Can't blame me.
I've got the last three recordings. 3 recordings.
I vote episode, either the first episode or last episode is just a full anime and hentai review.
That's
And
what
it's like
this
3
is.
hours.
That's what this is. Except
No,
it's,
you can't cut it off
an
at
hour
an
15.
hour in.
I gotta pee and go to bed.
Okay, well
Kevin
that's
also
not
doesn't
enough
want to be
time.
here for that
You,
episode.
the two of you, can spend 3 hours talking about anime and hentai. And then you can
Jack once told me
Conrad
he wanted
Wyatt.
to do a podcast episode smashing or passing the entire Pokemon.
You guys can do that. I don't care. It's questionable quality. You guys can do whatever you want. It's our channel.
Whatever. we
You're giving
want.
Jack a lot of power. I hope you realize that.
Within like reason.
Creative freedom.
Creative freedom within reason. Which, to be fair, you can spend 3 hours smashing or passing the entirety of the Pokédex. I don't care.
Creative freedom within TOS means that it's. I could come up with much worse shit that could go up, but
Yeah,
TOS exists.
there you go.
So as long as we abide by TOS, we're fine.
All right, I'm stopping this recording.
With that in mind,
Everybody have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for putting up with
Bye-bye.
our stupid stuff.
watch Lucky Star.